Here we go again. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Discombobulated, I guess. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed the weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true, blam, and that's all she wrote. So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Mask Demask, correct? It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. Third? It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. You cannot even pronounce discombobulated. Is it an easy one? What? Discombobulated. I have to hear this. Let's hear this once.
Discombobulated.
Discombobulated. Aussprache lernen.
Discombobulated.
Discombobulated. Easy. It's an easy word. Like, you know, like 1,000 letters, but, you know, it's good. Well, it's certainly understandable. Oh my god. I, myself, always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. Can be good. Fight with the thief. I save again. I should save after the first testimony, because now I begin to press this. So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable, yes, when you were working on the computer. Yeah. What should I do? Should I ask some more questions about the sensor? What kind of sensor are you talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. Yeah, squeeze through the cat door, dude. I hooked up heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. What is he like? Is he like a phantasmophobia ghost operator? What's going on?
Oh yeah, the cold source is right here. Oh, please check the spirit box. Are you here, Mr. Thief? How old are you, Mr. Thief?
Yeah, everything about it. That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours? Wally Taylor Department Store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, Mr. Lawyer? No. However, what does that mean, discombobulated? Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyways? No, I've forgotten. What was I saying? Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they are saying 5 seconds ago. Oh yeah, this happens to me all the time, by the way. Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, the thief had no idea that I, look at me, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch? Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the Shishito, you know. So the thief armed himself with a sword. And what about yourself, witness? So you had that much faith in your own fighting abilities? Well, of course. In college, I was the second in charge of the boxing club. I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriate impressive. Yeah, Edgeworth is gone again, but we have this new character now. He's like interesting. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis Mask Demask. This guy is a real piece of work. Can you tell us a little more? Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious, you might say. He was power-ricious. He was not power-ricious. He was not power-ricious, and he was not a character from freaking Cowboy Bebop. So, no. My name is Vicious. Power-ricious? I assume that at me fighting stance. At me fighting stance? Fighting stance? Huh. But a sudden flash of light blinded me. Blinded by the light. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. You were blinded. So, what was this flash of light that blinded you? I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman. Statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing. Well, that wasn't very much help at all. Well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah, what is it? This look at me guy, he's definitely hiding something. But why? I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective. Let's ask about the computer here too. So did the computer belong to Lord Taylor as well? Correct. Well, expect for the program that manages the data that was specially designed by me, look at me. In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data. What's wrong, Sir Lawyer? Oh, okay, interesting. Oh! Let's ask about the fighting stance, I guess, for no reason. What is this at me fighting stance? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way, no one can get behind you. That's it? That's the at me fighting style? Well, Mr. Wright. What about that testimony? Well, what? Well, I don't know. It was a waste of time, I guess? Well, I guess it's true that Abby was not senseless after all. I'd better ask him about something else instead. Well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. Why can't I, like... Why is the judge like... Oh, we can, like, dig into the freaking, like, wall thing, huh? Okay. Sao to mean anything goes martial arts school? Is this like Ranma? It's from Ranma, right? Sao to me is Ranma, right? I guess. Of course it's important. We've learned the detective's secret technique after all. Yes, indeed. I remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night. Now then, witness. Well, go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. Okay. Where is this third eye you're talking about? Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrow. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead, if you like. Why didn't you just say that in the first place? So, lawyer, it looks like the creases in your own forehead are going deeper. So Mr. Atme got hit on the forehead then. That's what he says. I've got a funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I. Well, what do you... Okay, a funny feeling about the forehead. Yeah. I have a funny feeling about the forehead too. Because... That's what he said, yeah. The forehead poke, it's interesting because it is super interesting because the sword. See, Detective Atme, testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. Oh, not house of cards? Huh. What fun this is. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. Please don't cross swords. The only one I cross swords with is, you know, Edgeworth. Heh, you know. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arc nemesis. Yeah. I hate reruns. Like the gingerbread houses. Oh, I don't make one. From behind, huh? But just now you testified that he struck you in the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. Yeah, this is true though. It seems I've made another mistake. Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean by that? For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. Almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself has always been misunderstood. Oh, sad. Objection! Oh wow, his objection is like, oh, objection! He's like super deep, like wow. To err is human. To forgive is divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. But they don't have secrets for the Pharaoh, right? If anybody in chat has now secrets, you better be sorry, Taya. And yes, they even make mistakes. Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that. Oh no, his coffee! Did you see that? The coffee, like, gently got back in the mug, like, it's magic. God damn it, it's wizardry. Really? What is it like then? Your upper body secrets? I want to know them. Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. And you can't say my lower body part is you want, you know, all them secrets. This is weird. So yeah, this is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Let's go. Mr. Wright, what exactly is this? What you asserting? Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserted that. Oh my God, German is spilling out. Oh, German is spilling out. Mr. Adme is not is no ace detective. This Mr. Adme is a fake. Mr. Adme is Mask the Mask. I didn't, like, you know, I guess I'm saying this now. I save, but I say this. And then if I'm wrong, I say something else. But now I say this. The answer is, isn't detective? Yeah, this is true. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atme's true identity is actually Mask the Mask. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting intense in here. Order! Order in the court, Mr. Wright. What is the meaning of this? There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scene, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously, thank you, retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. Oh, I guess he says this in every trial like 5 times or more, and in every trial he's like saying, this is your last chance. This is your last chance, Mr. Lawyer. I pick up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask the Mask. Gurk. What does Gurk means? You see no doubt? Yeah, I'm seeing no doubt too. Presses X to doubt. Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Mask the Mask. Where the nose? This security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor Department's store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. And then he simply dresses up as the thief and stole the urn. So the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Maybe. Did he edit the nose out? Yeah, I mean, he can like, I don't know, if he's like super, he can like pull his nose, like break it and like stuck it under the mask for a while, right? And then like reattach. Like you can do it with fingers and like shoulders and stuff, like, you know what I mean. Like pull the joints or whatever. Is this true, witness? Uh-huh. Okay. The Mask's MO is pure genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, Sir Lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atme, when you Hey! Go Do Blend, number 102, my personal favorite. Mr. Go-Do. The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. Yeah, it's kind to share coffee. The coffee unicorn? There's only one problem. It simply isn't true. But Mr. Go-Do, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Wright. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. Why is this so sexy when he says something? Why is there this super sexy music when he's like talking? Yeah, the theme's super interesting. It's Jesse is like sexy, right? Like he's about to strip some coffee beans. Like wow. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have quickly. Huh? Oh yes, of course. What's the big rush? Yeah. Please let your coffee drip down my face. What? Yeah, this sounds super sexy. I guess like David has like a lack of coffee. He's like, and all he can think of is like, when he thinks of coffee, the only thing that comes to mind is like, oh no, he's hot. The coffee is hot. What the big rush? Are you alright, Nick? Atme looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can, but can I really do it? His aim is good? Oh, I guess. The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke Atme is in fact Mask Demask has yet to be found, because we have to find the freaking urn, right? Proof. Of course I have got nothing. I've got nothing. Huh. That's what I thought. Where is this? A man has to hold his head up high, no matter how bad things get after all. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assumption. This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy isn't a thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again. I'm not ready yet, yeah. So you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all. It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Go-Do, if you have anything... Who are you? That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mr. Light, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it. Ah, the bag! Why is she like... You mean that bag? No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well, why is this... Oh, they fixed the urn back to the Amy thing? Huh. So it was smashed. But there is paint all over, huh? But, okay. That's a sacred urn, Nick. I figured it out. Mystic Amy was masked demasked all along. Yeah, this what? The sacred urn, Nick. It's the urn. It's not the urn? It can't be? Order, you, madame. That urn, where did you find it? You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective Luke Atme. Oh, Desi, you're the best. Sacred urn updated to the court record. Found in the office of Luke Atme. Has pink splooshes all over it. Sploosh. Sploosh. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme? Even you are going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one. Ron Weaseling. He's a wizard too. Ha! Pathetic. Mr. Go-Do, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times changed. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved? Before casting aspirations at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Light. Is it correct? Yes. What about it? Akio coffee mug! Huh. How charming. The length that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? Sorry. As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered the stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here. The judge has poured him another coffee. I doubt it. Again, he's like, Akio coffee, and he's like, yeah, this is good. So you found the urn. What does that prove? And he has like house elves to like brew coffee all day, and he's like, Akio coffee mug. It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. Huh. Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to. You're wrong. I would never do such a thing, Mr. Light. Please, sneaky boy. You've got to help me talk some sense into those people. There must be some way. I've got to prove that Earl was actually in the Atme Detective Agency. Testify about what I saw? Show fingerprints on the urn? I can't prove anything yet. I tried to testify what I saw. What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say? Nick, come on. It should be easy to prove. After all, we checked out that bag, didn't we? You're right. I remember doing that. Whatever was in there, it was hard and round and smooth, but... yeah, it must have been the urn, it must have. But I never actually saw it with my own eyes. Atme walked in just when I was about to have a look at it. So even if it was the urn in there, I can't testify that it was. You're right. It looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Wright. In this town overflowing with lies, there is still a single flickering candle of truth. Nicky boy! Well, it's true, I never actually saw the urn, but maybe I can still testify about it from another angle. What about it, Mr. Wright? Have you given up yet? There must be some way. I've got to prove that the urn... I can't prove anything yet, I guess. I can't prove anything yet. But Nick... Very well. It looks like that's all then. Exactly. And this urn is all the proof I need to make my case. What? You still don't get it, huh? Listen closely, Mr. Wright. Akio coffee mug. This is the urn that Mask Demask stole, right? Now the wife of the accursed comes strolling in here with the very same urn, correct? Now, how would you think is the thief? No, that's wrong. That's not why I've got it. Nick, you can't let him do this. This isn't good. There has to be another way around this. Your Honor, please let me think it over one more time. Okay, so I guess it's a fingerprint teeth. Knife! The only way. I can't prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come on. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints, indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints won't be evidence to anything. What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness fingerprints would mean nothing anyway. Nick, what are you going to do now? Atme must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday, and there, I'm sure, someone must have left their fingerprints on it. Oh, maybe Pearly? The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. Pearly? Is it time to? Is it time for Pearly? It's time for Pearly. Let me give you an important piece of evidence. The one who keeps a cool head all the way until the game has ended the winner. Let me give you an even more important piece of advice. You're not going to win this game with that answer. What? Why is Phoenix 26? I don't know. I guess because he celebrates his birthday every year. Yeah, I guess. The urn was put in that bag and carried to the detective's office yesterday. That means the person I should be fingering is the person who left their prints on the urn yesterday at Atme's detective agency. Someone brought it to his office. Oh, yeah, let's try myself, huh? Let's try myself, yeah. So I opened it and like and fingered inside the bag. I was like I was thinking that I only touched it from the outside, like from the outside of the bag, so. So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Yo, do you recall the events of yesterday? Yo, I was fingering in the freaking bag. I didn't, notice that. I don't know. My hands are so fast and so slippery. I don't know where my hands are all the time. So I'm like a freaking octopus, like with my tentacles. Like I'm everywhere, I guess. Hey Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open this private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. Well, hang on, I'm taking it out now. Oh, yeah, I'm taking it out now. Yeah, my tentacles were in this bag, huh? Oh, good thinking. Good thinking, Chad. Oh, I overlooked this. It's true that I didn't get the chance to look in the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... I don't know. Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atme's office. They made children around. Yeah, sorry, yeah, you're right. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Andrea and Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. She finished touched the smooth and hard thing, yeah, I guess. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Admin Detective Agency. Ha! This blend. Go to blend 107 again. I've decided. It's a little too bitter after all. Oh no, he's overheating! No! Order! I accept the defendant's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait! Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on that urn. Ah! What are you saying? Yes, I've finally broken him down. Take a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Mask, Demask. Silly clowns are on again. Yeah, I guess I was like, yesterday I was asking like, yo, did anybody saw him and the freaking Mask Demask like in one scenery, or is it like the Batman phenomena when Batman is there, Bruce Wayne is not there, and when Bruce Wayne is there, Batman is not there? I mean, it's the same thing for Spider-Man too, but you know. Nuttier than a fruitcake. Heh, funny. Bat is like... Haha! I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Is he so full of himself that he's making this up now too? Huh. Well, Mr. Godu, what's Mr. Admi's condition? He's crazy. He's crazy. He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. You had a smile from me. Yeah, it's good. Like, I mean, there are good parts in this game. There are well-written parts. I like this character, this Godu character. I like him. He's like, and he's looking so mysterious and strange. I like it. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously? Let's there, I can write in this, right? Damn it. What? It's perilously. Perilously. Yeah, I said this, I guess. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief. The court finds the defendants, Mr. Ron Delight. Hold it. Who's holding it? You're wrong. Wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to... What? Oh no, he's not... This can't be happening. The thief, or the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please. I don't know what kind of a kangaroo court you all think this is, but the true identity of the thief has already proven. Please hurry and pass What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Akio coffee! He's like sexy again. Is coffee like a sexy thing? Do you think if I would drink like my coffee and like Akio coffee and like whoosh coffee in my hand, this would make me more sexy? What do you think? I have to know this. Mr. Godu, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Ah, hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. It's the act of being smooth that is the key. So you think if I'm a smooth operator, then I can be sexy too? Am I sexy right now? I feel like I'm a little bit short today. I want to try cold coffee first? Yeah, I guess. Thank you. What do you mean give it a try? Am I not sexy enough for you? Is this what you're telling me? This was clearly a joke, guys. This was clearly a joke. And now you're saying I'm not sexy enough? I'm feeling attacked. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you unmask, demask, then prove it. That's what I mean. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy, just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. Oh, this is so sweet. Thank you. This is so sweet. Oh, my coin trick. You like my coin tricks, do you? I can make other things disappear, but we maybe should not talk about this on stream, I guess. You know. Let's go. The boy only gets one chance, yeah. I know that. I won't fail, I swear. Okay then, talk. We're all listening. Oh well. Let's all have a listen to this confession. Mask demasks identity. The truth is, I've been Mask Demask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Mask Demask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the floor on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. I don't like the direction this trial has taken. But this is how every trial goes, at least with me anyway. Ha! You're doing great. Stop it, Mr. Godu, you're embarrassing me. Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through with this flying colors, I'll keep my promise. I keep my promise too. I make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Mask Demask. Thanks so much, Mr. Godu. I do my best. What? Alright, Mr. Wright, I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. Yeah, even the judge is like, oh my god. Yeah. Why is this not a super short story? Now we have a super long story. I feel like this is not all. This is not like the end, huh? You may think you're the real Maskety Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told this yet about my true identity. I mean, believe me, I've got my reasons. With the way the room is decked out, how could she not know about it? Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose. What should I do? That's harder. But why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'll believe me anyway. So, and second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals. If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with? Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a really shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-holic. So you do have a complicated family situation after all. Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony. I beg of you. I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know, that you're the real Maskety Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim for change. Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that one couldn't possibly be Maskety Mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here. Would we? I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. I know that he has an alibi. I've got no alibi. I've been a judge for a long time, and this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi. But I tell you, I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No, that's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on, what is it, Nick? Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? If we can't prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cocky. Well, you're right, but... you think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can. Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi? Yeah, I have. I have the evidence. Or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie? Oh, I've never seen you this angry before. I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refugee of the pathetic. Hey! I thought I was more confident than angry. Well then, let's see the evidence already. Show to the courtroom evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime. I guess I'm going with the guard, huh? Or the wallet? I guess the wallet is proof enough, huh? Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Is this the SpongeBob meme? Like, this is your wallet, right? No. But you just dropped it. It is yours. It has your picture in it. This is not my wallet. Ah, yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 AM at KB security headquarters. What? Surely you're not surely you're not serious? Surely you're not serious. Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was, in fact, at KB security that night. No! So if the defendant was at KB security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No. Furthermore, considering the distance between Lord Detailer and KB security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. Well, Mr. Godu, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee! Make me jelly. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. What is going on here? Like, the prosecution is like, witness, you know, do my work, please. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godu. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there. It's really reaching now. Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The keycard to KB Security's CEO office. No? Huh. That was a pretty good try, Mr. Wright. Unfortunately, you've overlooked the one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to the KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all. Stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KB Security at 1 AM that night. I guess it's the blackmail letter? Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? Ah, that's... What is it? A blackmail letter. That's what that's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail? Yeah, basically it says bring 50k. Bring 50k. That certainly sounds like blackmail, alright. At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself in KB Security's CEO office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime. Akio coffee! Oh, he's tanking! Bottoms up! Order! So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Godu Blend 107 impresses me a lot more. How much has this? Why has this man like a little like I don't know, like bag? Yeah, I was about to say this. Like, oh, we have like a our brains are connected somehow. Yeah, I was like. Has he like a, I don't know, a plastic bag in his pants to pee in? But I guess he's like a ladder of steel type of guy, huh? What are you trying to say?